This week was absolutely amazing when it came to game finds. We went to Goodwill, a pawn shop, and an antique store and found some amazing stuff at each place. Currently, right now in the game fund, we have $344. We have 82 games back on the shelf and 4 or 5 Guitar Hero and Rock Band guitars down back below me on the floor. If you are new to the series or the channel, thank you for checking it out. This is where we take $20 and turn it into a game collection, whether we're buying, selling, or trading. This week is absolutely crazy. We found some amazing stuff, so let's go ahead and see what we can find. First off, I hit up the Goodwill right by my work, and honestly, I didn't think I would really find too much. I ended up finding this American Chopper 2 Full Throttle for the PS2. I'm gonna pop up the price for it, what it's actually worth. It's not really worth that much. It was $4, so subtract $4 out of the game fund. I thought about passing on this, but the back of this game looks absolutely ridiculous, and so I figured at least I'd buy it, and if I enjoyed it, I could add it to my actual collection by buying it off myself, or I would end up selling this one and getting my money back at least. But then I was going to check out and I saw something in the glass case that's like in the corner that they never have anything related to video games. And that was this. Look how ridiculous this is. I already have one of these in my collection, but this bowling ball is absolutely ridiculous for the Nintendo Wii. This was only $10, and I looked this up. If you check that price right there, it's actually way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But this is really funny how this works. I'm just going to set the box down. This is a bowling ball that you put your wrist around your wrist, and then you literally bowl with it. That is so crazy to me. You pop off the top, and then you set the Wii controller in there, and then you just pop this top back down. This one I think was like bent, so it's a little hard to put it back together. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, so this thing is totally awesome, and for 10 bucks, I knew I had to pick it up. It wasn't released, technically licensed by Nintendo, but it works with the Wii, so I definitely think this is something you have to have in your collection. And really, for 10 bucks, I think it was definitely well worth it. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this or try to sell it and grow the game collection some more, but for the first stop, that was pretty awesome. Let's keep going and see if we can find anything good. The next place we ended up going to was the pawn shop right next to the thrift store. I popped in the thrift store, but I didn't find anything worth picking up. But when I got to the pawn shop, they had some amazing games. And I picked up 4 games from the pawn shop, and they only charged me $8 for all 4 of them. So I don't know why they did that, but I'm not complaining. First off, I'm going to definitely put the prices for all these games, what they're worth, on price charting. The first game was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and I'm pretty sure I got this game for free. Next, Grand Theft Auto 3 for $3 is what it was listed as. Then Jack X Combat Racing for only $2. And last but not least, Star Wars Battlefront for $3. All of these games were definitely well worth it. And when I saw those prices, I knew I had to pick them up. But for some reason, this Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and Viva Pinata, I forgot about that, was free because these 3 games were priced to $8, but they charged me only $8 for all of them. I'm not complaining though. I'm really happy about this. Anytime I can go into a store like this pawn shop and find some good stuff at this price, I'm definitely happy about it. So we ended up only selling 2 things this week. However, it brought in quite a substantial amount of money, and we sold both of these on Facebook Marketplace. First off, we sold the Nintendo Wii bundle that we have for $65, which is absolutely amazing. I'm glad that we ended up selling that. And then I ended up selling that extra duplicate copy of Wii Sports for $25. it was not the plastic case one. It was only the cardboard paper one. So for 25 bucks, I'm really glad there. But that's $90 to add back into the game fund that we can buy some more games. So hopefully we can find some crazy stuff. So let's get back out there and see if the antique store has anything that I absolutely have to have. Heading into the antique store, we checked it out and found some games, but nothing really that I had to absolutely have until I made it to the section of the store where the booth is owned by the actual owner of the store. And he's got a ton of games, and shockingly, he had a bunch of NES games, and some games were actually priced really well. So I'm going to talk about how much I paid for them, and then I'll post how much they were actually worth from like price starting as well. First off, I ended up picking up Dragon Power for only $5. I looked at this game. I don't think I actually have it in the collection, but I definitely am stoked to only have paid $5 for this. Then I found Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet for $5 as well. These were the only two NES games that were $5 each. The rest were $7 each. And this next one was a Street Fighter 2010 The Final Fight. I saw this and I knew I had to grab it. Then I grabbed Tecmo Star Force as well for $7. And last but not least, we ended up getting Krusty's Funhouse. It's a Simpsons game for $7 as well. So we ended up spending $31 for 5 different NES games, and realistically, I'm so glad we did, because usually I don't find many NES games that are either one, worth the price, or even find them out in the wild anymore anyway. So when I saw these, I was like, oh, thank goodness. I cannot believe that I was thinking I was going to leave without anything, but thankfully we found these and I didn't have to leave empty-handed. Before we wrap up this week, I want to list some stuff, so hopefully we can sell some more stuff in the next week or two. And the first thing I'm going to do is create another bundle with some Wii games, probably some of the ones we have up there. And this Wii, it's a black Wii, it has the GameCube ports, but I don't think I have the covers back here in the box behind me, as well as I want to list the Xbox 360 racing wheel, because this will get us a bunch of money if it does sell, and I think it'll definitely be well worth it. Oh, and one last thing, I think I want to list another guitar, maybe 2 guitars, because these are definitely well worth the money, and I'd like to kind of get my investment back and make the extra profit. So we're going to go ahead and list at least 1, maybe 2 guitars, and I'll probably look back on the shelf behind me and see if there's anything I absolutely think will pair well with the guitars, and see if we can maybe get some extra money there. We ended up selling some good stuff to bring in some money on the side, as well as buying some awesome games for the NES and PlayStation 2, and we even got that Wii bowling ball. Currently, the game fund has $381, which is quite a lot of money, and I'm not sure what I'm going to kind of do with that, but I hope to be able to find some good deals and bundles in the future. That way I could buy some more, like kind of more than like 2 or 3 games at a time, but I'm really excited about that. But that's really all I've got for you guys. Check out that video right there. I think you'll really enjoy it. Hey, you're still here? Hit that video. Go check it out.